So let me give you another pop quiz. So look, okay, this is my prop. Okay, look, it's an experiment. So everybody can see the apple fall. Now why? Please play with me. Just what's the first thing that comes to mind? What's the apple fall? Gravity. Great. I knew you would say that. I didn't bet you. Okay. I don't want to trick you. Okay. We have an alternative hypothesis. Someone says because I let it go. Do you agree with that too? Yeah. So here's a problem. We have two causes, but only one slot for an explanation. Because it's the first thing that comes to mind, one thing. So truth is not enough of a filter, because you get two truths. Truth is, it's gravity, and I let it go. So why would you choose one or the other? But you have to choose one, okay? You have, your stack only allows for one answer. Which one are you going to put first? Well, I'll tell you the logic for the answer is that everything that happens in the world, everything, you can divide in two vectors. There's a set of causes that are within your control and a set of causes that are out of your control. That's always true. Anything that happens you can explain with these two vectors of variables. The question is, which one would you choose? Now, for those people that think that it's gravity, and they choose gravity, and they only think of gravity, this is a miracle. What's the miracle? Well, I mean, gravity is there and it's not falling. How could that be? Gravity is what makes the apple fall. Now, of course, if you say let it go, that gives you operational power. The choice of the variable gives you tremendous operational power. But to get the power, you have to choose the variable that's in your control. If you choose gravity, you're doomed. You can't stop gravity. So if someone said, I don't want it to fall, so I can't, sorry, on Earth, I can't do this. But if you have the explanation in control, you say, of course, I don't let it go, it doesn't fall. Are we together? Why would anybody be so stupid as to choose an explanation that disempowers them? I mean, it sounds ridiculous, no? Have you ever been late to a meeting? Have you ever been in a meeting where someone else is late? I know, you're never late. The people that are not here are the ones that come, they're late here, they're late to the meetings. Now, you ask a person, why are you late? What's the typical answer? But what do people say? I was stuck in another meeting. Another typical one? Traffic. Have you heard these ones? I was stuck in another meeting, I was in traffic. What kind of vector of variables is that? Is it in control or out of control? Can you control traffic? Can you control the other meeting? No. What can you control? What time you leave, and you can control whether you stay in the meeting or you leave the meeting. That's up to you. But nobody says, sorry, I am late because I chose to stay in the other meeting when it went over. I mean, that's the real answer. People say, I was stuck in the meeting. The meeting grabbed me. I just, let go. No, yeah, it wouldn't let go. I thought I saw a bar here that's like The Office. It's called The Office. I don't know, Highway 101. So it's like, honey, sorry, I'm stuck at the office. When did you wake up? But very few people say, oh, I overslept. So this is the payoff. It's like, why would you choose these variables out of control? Because they make me innocent. It wasn't me, it was the meeting. The price of innocence is impotence. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. This was supposed to be a fun morning. I know. I had to ruin it. I'm so sorry. I hear the cries, the moaning, but that's me. That's what I enjoy doing. I like breaking people's hearts. This is what I call the philosophy of the victim. A victim is a person, now victimhood is not a moral injunction. Victim is a person that privileges explanations with exogenous factors. That's what a victim is. Whenever something goes wrong, you choose an explanation that will focus on factors that are out of your control. So I'm going to play a clip for you, and I want you to think, why are these people stuck? Why would they say they're stuck? So can we play the clip?
Whoa. That's not good.
Oh, I don't need this. I'm already late.
Somebody will come. Anybody out there?
Do you have a phone?
No. Sorry. Somebody! Hello? There are 2 people stuck on an escalator and we need help. Now, would somebody please do something?
Help! Help! Help!
I don't believe this. You gotta be kidding me.
I'm gonna cry.
Well, there's not enough left to do, is it?
So why are these people stuck? What would they say? Because the escalator broke. Is that true? Yes. Is that the whole truth? No, that's the part of the truth that makes them impotent. What escalators are you stuck in? Because it's funny when they do it. That's why I enjoy my job so much, because I see people stuck in escalators all the time. All the time. Every company I go, every team I go, I say, where are you stuck? And people tell me, and it's so funny. I mean, I don't laugh because it's offensive. But you know, if I ever work with you, you know I'm laughing behind. So I'm confessing. Well, I'm in this evil, despicable me, I guess. That's how people call me. Here's the counterface. The price of power is responsibility. But not responsibility in the normal way. You're not responsible for what happens. These people are not responsible for the escalator stopping. But they are what I would call players. They can do something about it. And this is a sense of, the player is the sense of ability to respond. I am not stuck because the escalator stopped. I am stuck because I don't know what to do when the escalator stops. It's what do you do when? That's ability to respond. Responsibility, understood as ability to respond. That's the philosophy of the player. It's what can I do? Now, it's very hard to be a player because we're all stuck in the victim philosophy that we learn when we're kids. As I was saying, my kids never came to say, Daddy, Daddy, I broke the toy. If you have kids, have you ever heard your kids say that? No. What do they say? It broke. It broke. So I'm glad in the US they also make suicidal toys. The harakiri type of toys. They break, and I say, where were you when it broke? Well, I wasn't there. It broke. And what about the milk? It spilled. Notice the very precise use of language. There's no subject in this sentence. There's no it. It's the universe made it spill. I mean, this is the kind. For those of you who know Advaita, this is kind of an Advaita way to look at the world. Things happen. Just the universe happened. And why did you hit your sister? She made me do it. She made me do it. I mean, this is perfect. I didn't do it. She hit herself through me. She made me. Now, these people grow up, and then they work here with you. It's, sorry, the project got delayed. It got delayed. It's the same language. Have you ever heard that? It got delayed. We're trying to pull it out, but it doesn't want to come out. Or the file got lost. I don't know. It took the wrong turn in the network. We can't find it. It's too difficult. What does it mean it's too difficult? I don't know what about it. That's what it means. I don't know how to do it. But very few people say, I don't know how to do it. They say, it's too difficult. And of course, when there's a fight, it's your fault. Now, think of something bad that happened to you. And I'm going to tell you how to ruin your life. This is how you ruin your life. When something bad happens to you, ask yourself these questions. I'm putting them up there. I'll share the presentation with everybody afterwards. I mean, it'll be posted. But these are the questions that will ruin your life and will do the life of everybody around you. So I'm putting them here so you never ask them again. What did he do wrong? Why did he do it? What should he have done? What should he do now to fix it? But this is what makes you friends with people. You go home, your wife or your husband says, oh, I had a horrible day, and you click into these questions because you want to be nice. This is a drug. It looks friendly, but your drug dealer is not your friend. And if you deal drugs, you're not friends with people. This is what gets people stuck. These questions are really a drug because they make you feel like a victim. They give you the self-righteous indignation of the victim, but they disempower you completely. The idea is that everything that happens in your life, every result is the combination of the challenge versus your responsibility. What do you do when? So what do you do when the incentive systems are blinding you? What do you do when it seems like your job is to just do your job? That's the key question. Are you moved by a vision, by an aspiration that's larger than the incentive system? Or are you going to blame the incentive system for doing what you know is not the right thing? If you do not feel part of the problem, you cannot be part of the solution. That's the essential philosophy of the player. Everything that happens because I'm around. I have to do with it. I contribute to it. And the question is, what can I do to respond to this situation? Even though I didn't create it, I'm going to respond to it. So these are the questions that are going to, probably finish a lot of your friendships. So don't ask them either. I mean, I'm not teaching you how to ask these questions. It takes a little more preparation. But these are the questions that any good coach will ask his or her clients. How did you contribute to create the problem? And people say, I didn't do anything. Well, precisely. How was that a part of creating the problem? You doing nothing. What can you do now? I say, well, it's not my problem. Oh, really? Who's suffering? Well, I am, but I didn't do it. So I don't care. If you're suffering, it's your problem. Anything that makes you suffer is your problem. And what can you learn from this so you don't do it again? These are the questions about the future. These are the questions about being able to respond. And this is everybody's job. So I'd like to finish and open it up for questions and comments by saying we saw three things today. The first is a question you can always ask, what is the goal? What are we trying to accomplish here? And the goal is not just my goal, but the goal is our goal. What are we trying to do here? That's why vision is so incredibly important for every company. What's the mission that brings us together, that inspires us to do something great beyond the incentive systems? Because incentive systems cannot drive a company properly. Why is this right? How is my proposal helping us? This is the logic of every discussion in the company. Should we go A or should we go B? Well, the only logic is which one of these two is going to help us accomplish our goal or fulfill our mission better. That's all that matters. But very few conversations in the company revert to that level of depth in terms of the discussion. And finally, whatever is going on in the world, what's the best we can do? Let's not talk about what we cannot do or this is not our responsibility. It's true, you did not create world hunger, you did not create unemployment. But the question is, can you do something about it? And that's what players do. Thank you very much.